And those are the starting lineups. So kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just...
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on Duke and the starting group for Chicago. They've got Richaun Holmes, Corey Joseph out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Dozier in at the 3. And for the Hawks, Risacher at the 3, Johnson at the 4. C.J. McCollum is out there with Malik Monk, and it's Okongwu in at the 5. Well, Grant, we are creeping closer to the halfway point of the season, and some teams have really found their identity.
Yeah, that's right, B.A. We know who most of these squads are now, and their opponents do too. And as the year goes on, the better the scouting reports get.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a three-point game. Coming into this, having Knox to win against San Antonio in their last game.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Simons outside. The 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
The shot by Buzelis is no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Risacher. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
Well, Stan, one thing the Bulls know they have to improve is their interior defense.
Well, B.A., look, last year the Bulls right at the bottom in opponents' points in the paint. They've got to form a functional wall and keep intruders at bay.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw in this game.
Well, Monk is mostly known for being a microwave scorer. He's never seen a shot he didn't like. Very tough to stop. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Simon's shot is good.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
McCollum outside. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's in with a 3-second violation. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And Atlanta with possession here. Outside Risacher. Sends it home from three-point land. Risacher's got 5 points.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
And here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Risacher. Risacher's got 4 rebounds now.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Joseph can't hit.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Chicago passing it around. Pass to Simons. Here's Dozier. Back to Simons. Just 5 on the clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Three-pointer. Buzelis knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Risacher. 1 for 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Johnson. Heald's checked in for Monk. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for C.J. McCollum. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Tice is checked in for Holmes. Lyles comes in for Buzelis. Knox, he's checked in for Joseph. And it's Morris in for Simons. Yep, that one's good. Risache's got 7 points in the game.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Dozier, the pass to Knox. And a miss there on the triple.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
Launches it. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. And looking at this last month, here are the NBA teams that have been outstanding at reading the opponents and picking their pockets. The fourth spot held by Atlanta.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Here's Daniels, plenty of space. Can't nail the jumper.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really come into his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength.
3 points.
That's really unlocked some things for him.
Well, it wasn't a pretty start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
Pass to Risache. Here's Hield. Hits wide right, hits off the rim.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's Knox missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Kispert's checked in for Risache. And Atlanta misses again. The Bulls trail by 9. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tice passes to Knox. Here's Lyles from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Deflects the pass. Lyles, the pass to Joseph. Here's Lyles. It'll count. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
18.
Hawks ahead, up by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the court for the Bulls, we've got Anthony Simons. Trey Lyles is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
This is why you got to keep pace with Simons, because once he's got a step on you, you're finished.
And Atlanta has possession. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Johnson's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, he's such a natural talent, has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
From downtown, offensive rebound. Here's Lyles. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lyles has got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And it's good for 2. And the Hawks lead by 3.
I like that Monk stays committed to his shot despite the inside coverage, earning those 2 points.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Risache, he's checked in for the Hawks.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And here's Simons outside. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
For 3, McCollum. Can't get it. He's now 1 of 4 from the floor. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Zachary Risacher.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
Yeah, he hasn't been in high visibility situations, like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
There's Simons with a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Risacher's got rebound number 7 tonight. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, if you're going to foul Johnson there, you have to make sure he misses.
Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. And it's Simons with the ball for Chicago. They trail by 3, outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Hey, they had their chances, but they struggled from the line. It's so hard to win that way on someone else's floor.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And Atlanta with possession here. Johnson with a bucket. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Joseph passes to Lyles. And here's Simons outside. Rebounded by Johnson.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
It's good. Okongwu's got 7 points in the game.
And their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead. That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
From deep. Buzelis grabs the board. The Bulls trail by 8. On the wing, Simons. Guarded by Okongwu. Lyles. And he can't stop the run as that one misses. Atlanta's gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
And the Bulls call time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Atlanta making some changes here. Landale's checked in for Okongwu. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Risacher. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for McCollum. Then for Chicago, Knox, he's checked in for Lyles. Dozier comes in for Joseph. And it's Morris in for Simons.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
To the paint. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's hauled in by Landale. Atlanta leading by 9. It's Johnson with a drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, obviously the defense was unprepared for Johnson's drive, so he's able to draw a foul.
And he sinks the second.
And he's showing a little more aggressiveness, getting himself to the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Knox. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing. Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
Fields checked in for Johnson.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Knox. From outside, off the mark.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Gets the 3 to fall. Buzelis has got 9.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, third of the game so far.
Hield on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. And the Hawks lead by 8.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. Kispert's checked in for Atlanta. And a change for the Bulls. Tice is checked in. Dozier, the pass to Knox. On target from range. He's got 9.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark. He's such a good free throw shooter. You don't want to foul him unless it's absolutely necessary.
He's shooting free throws number 4 and 5 here. Hield hits them both. To the left side wing. Pass to Knox. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
46. Greetings to each and every one. Atlanta was looking great right away. During one stretch, they were leading by as many as 11. And now with the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Malik Monk really making a difference here.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Malik Monk is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Risache in at small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
Dozier's checked in for Morris.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots. All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Timeout called for the Bulls.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
Knox, he's checked in for Simons. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. Second, Chicago.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
Here's Knox. Knocks down the long J. Knox has got 15 points.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Joseph passes to Knox over Risache, and it's Knox missing.
They've had a quiet start to this half, hitting just one of their first 4 attempts.
The 3 is up. Atlanta with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Bulls trail by 8. Takes a 3. Monk grabs the miss. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And Risache, the bucket, on the assist by Monk. He's got 9.
And there's the ability to finish for Risache. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Three-pointer, Buzelis. The Bulls with another miss.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same." Back to you.
Forward thinking. Allie, thank you.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Back to Joseph. Looking to win the run. The rebound by Atlanta.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
The three from Rizachet. The offensive rebound. Here's Johnson. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And getting out in transition has really helped fuel this run.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Knox. Offline with a 3.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
From deep, Johnson. And it's Dozier with the rebound.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
And again, no good by Chicago.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Knox. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Plenty of space. Goes back up. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Atlanta making some changes here. Landale's checked in for Johnson. Kuminga comes in for Rizachet. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for McCollum. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Tice is checked in for Holmes. Lyles comes in for Buzelis. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Joseph. And it's Morris in for Dozier.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
There's Tice with a 3. Rebounded by Daniels. Atlanta leading by 18. Inside, here's Landale. Uses the glass on the layup.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Here's Knox. The Bulls with another miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Lyles, the pass to Tice. Back to Lyles to stop the drought. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. There's the triple. Nails it from 3. Monk's got 17.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
72, Chicago, 52.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got Anthony Simons. Daniel Tice is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3, the small forward. Chicago passing it around. And it's Simons missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Daniels. Here's Okongwu. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And it's Lyles missing. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Hield from outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum.
Buddy Hield.
McCollum's got 5 assists in the game. Chicago's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Morris for 3. Kispert grabs a miss. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. And here's Okongwu for 3. They get the rebound. Here's Kuminga and another shot. Out to Hield. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
Yeah, no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
Here's Lynn. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Hawks have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Okongwu, no good.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Pass to Buzelis. The 3. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 11.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break. Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Atlanta's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Offensive board. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Chicago making a switch here. Joseph's checked in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Well, you got to love their aggressiveness on the offensive glass. They have just refused to give up on any of the plays.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
And the Hawks making a change here. Landale's checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Thompson, he's checked in for Lynn. Now Hield. McCollum outside. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Thompson passes to Fernando. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Out to the right wing. Pass to Fernando to end the run. And the Bulls get it back. Here's Joseph. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Atlanta. Landale's got 7 rebounds in the game. McCollum taking his time here. Steps back and fires. That one goes in. McCollum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Buzelis' shot is good.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And it's Atlanta's ball. They're on a 19-3 run. Kuminga finds McCollum. Down low. Pass to Kispert. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Micic. Chicago shooting a low 26% from the field. Here's Buzelis. Defended by Kispert. Here's Fernando. Back to Thompson. It's hauled in by Landale. Landale's got 8 rebounds in the game. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And a good performance to bring them their 18th win of the year.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Malik Monk.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
Three-pointer Kispert connects from downtown.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback. Might be time for a little different approach. This shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holmes.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Ball's going up the court. Here's Morris. And no good. The dry spell continues. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Hield passes to Daniels. Now Kispert. Back to Hield.